Thank you for coming. About a month back, we had met virtually. I think because we celebrated our 50th store, and we also shared our growth plans. At that point in time, I had mentioned that we hope to meet soon personally, because meeting in person is always better than virtually, as we have learned over the last 2-3 years. So I'm so glad that we are able to invite you today for the launch of the new Haleem season, which we are calling Jashn-E-Haleem. It is incredibly important for us to meet in person. So I think the last 2 years, if you look at it, the Haleem season has fallen in the middle of some waves, and there have been disruptions. Hopefully we are keeping fingers crossed that this year will be a full Haleem season. That's why if you see what we are saying, our theme is Duriya Mitai Haleem. Because I think after a long period of 2.5 years, finally families are getting together, people are getting together, meeting each other, and Haleem can be a big facilitator for this particular season. So we are pleased to announce our theme for this year, which is Duriya Mitai Haleem. As you know, I think you are not new to Haleem. So Haleem is part of the Hyderabadi tradition, part of the Hyderabadi cuisine, and of course it's been a staple for us at Paradise. And it obviously coincides with the Holy Ramzan month, and this year we are starting 15 days earlier, because one of the things we realized about Haleem was that while for Hyderabadis it is like a tradition, but for a lot of people outside Hyderabad, people who are visiting Hyderabad on a regular basis, this is like a delicacy also. So we wanted to give a larger window to all the visitors. Even in main branch where we are sitting today, we get hundreds of visitors every week who are coming from various parts of the country. So we are launching Haleem tomorrow. Our festival is called Jashn-E-Haleem, and you will see our communication will be centered around Duriya Mitai Haleem, right? With that, it is also my pleasure to introduce to you for the first time our head chef and our head of R&D, Mangesh, who has been with us for many years now, to talk about the Haleem product per se. I just want to add that, see, it's about Duriya Mitai, and we have to really celebrate and this year. So we are also identifying certain underprivileged children groups, where we will also share with them our happiness of having Haleem in a full season this year. So I think that's a small initiative we are taking to make sure that we can spread happiness not only to our customers, but to a set of underprivileged children and their houses. So that's a small initiative we are taking. I think what is the most important thing about Haleem this year is, after maybe 2 years or 2.5 years, for the first time we will see a full season hopefully, and we will want to have Haleem available in all our restaurants in India, in Hyderabad and in India. At the same time, Haleem will be available in dine-in as well as takeaway and delivery. Mangesh talked about our tamper-proof packaging. I think that's something which we take pride in. Pure and hygienic is something which we believe, like our biryani, Haleem is also like that. And our packaging we have developed over the last couple of years to have best-in-class packaging. I think theoretically we have evaluated this earlier. How can we have Haleem longer period, maybe not round the year, but we realized that somehow this has a strong association with the holy month of Ramzan. In fact, last year also, I remember, because we had disruptions in the business, we had extended Haleem beyond the Ramzan period, but after Ramzan the Haleem sales completely went down. So as of now, we don't foresee extending this throughout the year. I think the whole idea is about making sure that we have this holy Ramzan period. At the same time, we have, as you know, while the Ramzan is starting in the month of April, we are starting mid of March tomorrow, and we will extend it till first week of May. So that is as far as the this thing is concerned. As far as pricing is concerned, so it's like a steady pricing. I know the pricing is 249 rupees we are having for our Haleem portion, which is 375 gram. As you know, pricing is usually in the industry determined by commodity prices. So it's basically basis that. There is no other factor, I must say. Fortunately, the business over the last 6 months has been more steady than what it was maybe a year or 2 years back. I think the considerations were different, but I don't foresee any considerations like that. It will be made in the best possible manner. And I think we have to make sure that the quality is the best, which is our first point, and the pricing is on that. In terms of Anything other than Haleem, so we have Haleem combos. You will see that soon on the delivery platform. We have Haleem as part of delivery combos. We will have Haleem as part of our dining combos. By now, I'm sure you are aware that we do a lot of combos across our channels, whether it is dine-in, takeaway, or delivery. So Haleem will be part of that. Especially for our main branch, we have launched what we call the boneless biryani, which is a new variation. A lot of customers had told us over the years that many biryani players have boneless biryani, but we do not have boneless biryani. So we are doing that launch. We have done that soft launch in main branch, which is our heritage branch, and depending on the success of and the feedback from the customer, we will extend it too. So we see this new boneless biryani also being part of our offering over the next 2-3 months. To be honest, I think last 2-3 years have been so volatile, it is very difficult to predict. I would say at this stage that we are optimistic about our sales. It will be, I would say, almost a 50-day period of sale. We hope to see that it will be definitely much better than last year and last year because the Haleem period was impacted. As far as pricing and customer segment, see, the entire Hyderabad sells Haleem, right? And we respect that there is a customer for every price point. There is a customer for 100 rupee Haleem, there is a customer for 200 rupee Haleem, there is a customer for 250 rupee Haleem, and every customer is important. I think given the brand that we are and the customer that we cater to, we are possibly in a what we call the masstige segment, which is a little above the mass segment, right? And our pricing is accordingly. Over a period of time, obviously, we want to make sure that we can have more and more customers in that. But yeah, I think everybody sells Haleem and everybody caters to a different customer, and I think that's the beauty about Haleem. It is a product for everyone, and we respect our competition as so as to say who sell Haleem at different prices. Of course, I don't want to comment on quality, but I think for us, quality, as you know, Paradise, quality is the most important point. I think pricing comes later. First is to ensure the best quality for customers and cater to that customer segment that we are popular in. Incidentally, it has zero impact on biryani. Actually, Haleem sale is largely incremental for us. तो मैडम, जैसा मैंने बोला कि हलीम हमारे हैदराबाद के ट्रेडिशन से एसोसिएटेड है, बहुत स्ट्रांगली उसका एक वो है. लेकिन हलीम एक डेलिकेसी भी है जो बाहर से लोग आते हैं हैदराबाद में, वो भी खाना चाहते हैं. तो इसलिए ये 15 दिन पहले इसलिए करते हैं कि जैसे ज़्यादा कस्टमर को खाने का मौका मिले. आप देख रहे हैं कि एयर ट्रैवल वगैरह सब चालू हो चुका है, बहुत सारे फंक्शंस हो रहे हैं हैदराबाद में, बहुत सारे एग्जीबिशंस हो रहे हैं. तो पैराडाइज़ का ये आप जानते हैं, जैसे चार मीनार विज़िट करते हैं वैसे लोग पैराडाइज़ भी विज़िट करते हैं, और वहाँ पे हम उनको ये ऑप्शन देना चाहते हैं. तो 15 दिन पहले चालू करने का यही कारण है कि हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कस्टमर्स को केटर कर सकें. हालांकि एसोसिएशन पैराडाइज़ हलीम की हमेशा रमज़ान के होली मंथ से ही रहेगी, बट हमने पिछले 2-3 साल में देखा है कि अगर हम थोड़ा सा पहले चालू करते हैं तो हमें अच्छा सेल मिलता है. सो आई थिंक द मेन पर्पज़ यही है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कस्टमर हलीम को ट्राई कर सकें इस सीज़न में. वी हैव पैकेजिंग विच इज़ फॉर बिरयानी ऑल्सो, विच इज़ टेम्पर प्रूफ फॉर हलीम ऑल्सो. वी से दैट इट इज़ फॉर एनीथिंग विच यू बाय फ्रेश, इट इज़ फॉर इमीडिएट कंजम्पशन. हालांकि ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड्स पीपल कीप इट इन फ्रिज एंड यूज़ इट, एंड वी हैव अ फेयरली वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग फूड सेफ्टी सिस्टम. But we do not recommend anybody using it later. If you ask our official line, we say that it is for immediate consumption. You can take it from here, have it at home after half an hour, 1 hour, and then consume it. Because it is best had fresh. Of course, there are different people who take it. Yeah. So actually, if you ask me again, we want people to have it immediately. So typically what happens when somebody orders in delivery, after 30 minutes to 1 hour, people should consume it. That's the way we would say, because that's the definition of our immediate consumption.
Thing is, so you must be knowing about a very basic recipe of Haleem, which has green chili, which is a very vital ingredient of making it spicy. So that's what we are using. So the spiciest possible green chili with the increased amount. So typically for this year, we are trying that the whole garam masala will be remain as is, but then the spice will come from green chili.